Hello, this is Nick from Just With the Rich Malaysia, Singapore, and I would like to actually wish you a Happy New Year 2023 in advance. So today we will be going through the reading result for the Pick an Element activity dated on 11th of December 2022, whereby I have actually requested you to pick an element based on the Facebook page itself. Okay. So then in the post itself, where there's fire element, air element, water element, and the earth element, then you pick one that resonates with you, and we are going to actually review the card reading today. So we will start it off with the fire element. So for fire element people, we will have a summary of 2022 to 2023 so that you can know how to embrace your year accordingly. So basically, right, in year 2022 for fire sign people, you have actually gotten the 10 of Swords reverse. 10 of Swords reverse, right, this actually means that this year, 2022, has been a phenomenal year for you, okay, where it started off with some difficulty and eventually you see all these swords are leaving the body in a way that you have actually reached to a point where you are much more resilient than before. Okay, and with this, right, actually it shows that you have experienced an exponential growth in yourself. It's just that in this year 2022, right, you have also found out that there's been a lot of changes in terms of your human relationship, where there are certain people who actually walk out of your life and walk out of their life because of the resonance is becoming different. Okay, so at the same time as well, this particular card shows that in quarter four, you may have some incident that has actually affected yourself to have some turmoil in terms of finances. Why? Because that is representing something like October, which October is in quarter four of 2022. Okay, and this situation is temporary because the Ten of Swords, right, when it is reversed, it is signifying a renewal. So in moving on to 2023, it is actually a pretty amazing year. It's a year of growth for you, okay, and also a year of understanding who you are. This is the card where it is actually pretty much like how Christina Aguilera sung the reflection, to be able to embrace yourself for who you are and be comfortable in living in. So there is no need to care about how people would actually look at you. Most importantly, you look at yourself and define who you want to become. The more defined you are in who you want to become, then you will feel that it is actually much more easier to embrace life itself. And in fact, the more that you actually embrace yourself in this process, the more abundant you end up to be. Okay, because here, as you clear up the people in 2022, there is an entrance for new people coming into your life in 2023. So be open-minded about people that come into your life. Understand them before you allow them to actually enter your circle of friendship, and you'll be doing fine. Okay, and then whenever there is an opportunity that arises, go ahead and embrace it. And at the same time, if there's opportunity to travel, please proceed, because it opens up your horizon, it opens up your mind, and it opens up your way of seeing things. Okay, And through the art of seeing things, then you will find that you will have creative idea flowing into yourself. Okay, and at the same time, ensure that you take care of your health. Okay, because your health is your priority, your health is your asset. Therefore, um, the more mindful you are with your health, then when your body is well taken care of, then you can actually be of service to others without much of an issue, and at the same time you can actually deliver your best. Okay, 2023 is pretty much a year where you can focus on top of your health, you can focus on your goals, because sometimes here itself as well it's stating that we may have a lot of goals that we want to achieve, but we are one person. So focus on the one important thing and move forward. And at the same time, decide what is the one important thing and manifest. Because throughout the year is a year of manifestation on top of taking care of your health. So the more open-minded you are, the more you take care of your health, the more you embrace in your own skin, then you will find that the art of manifestation will come with the year. Okay? Do not let the past setback become a barrier in your journey. Ask for help when you need, and you shall receive. Okay? So there's no need to suffer in silence, and there's no need to be doing everything by yourself. So when you actually ask question, not every question will be answered, or not every answers will be relevant. But then again, it is much better that you don't ask. When you don't ask, you don't know. So when you don't know, you end up making conclusion, or you may end up going through a longer journey than you should. Yeah, so you exert your wisdom and you do fine in 2023. Okay, and make sure that you are well hydrated, and at the same time take enough supplements to ensure that your body is running at an optimal level. Okay, good luck and take care. So now we move on to the people, or those of us who have actually picked the water sign element. Okay, the water sign element is actually represented by the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles, right, shows me that in 2022, you may have actually compromised something important to you, and usually it is pretty much money related. Either you actually compromise your well-being because of money, or else there's a money element issue that has been compromised along the way. Yeah, and this is because of the wave in the course itself, where you may have actually made a decision out of hesitation, and after you actually make the decision, you end up regretting making the decision. Okay, and therefore you, in this process, you need to be able to be more mindful in understanding the root cause. And in most of the case, right, the root cause of your situation is due to nervousness, impatience, or weak. You can't run away from either one of these three. Okay? And by having Two of Pentacles, moving forward in 2023, you need to exert what we call this the infinite wisdom. You said infinite wisdom, that means you for everything that you do, you need to actually do thorough research. When opportunity arises, You assess and evaluate what is the right risk factor before you jump in. Trust your gut instinct. Do not be blinded by greed, impatience, or when there's and listen to your body when there's a hesitation. Okay. At the same time, in your life itself, you will be also presented in 2023. There will be presented with different opportunities. So as long as you are making the decision wisely, soundly, and calmly, then you will do fine in 2023. Okay. So the thing is, in 2023 itself, all right, we will see that you need to actually learn to have a balance, okay, instead of being desperate. Desperation will lead you to stagnation, okay. So you need to be fully aware of this, okay. If you really need to do any action that can actually help you yourself to recover in the situation that you are in, be it your health, your finances and all that, okay. Always see things from the way your options, okay, so that you can actually make a wiser decision. Okay. This particular card, right, shows that year 2023 is a year that you can actually make a huge comeback. But then again, it needs a lot of tenacity, emotional intelligence, and resilience. So in 2023, taking care of your emotion is your biggest homework. The much calmer you are, the more mindful you are, the more steady you are, the better you when the steady you are in making decisions, the better you are in your journey. The more hesitant, greedy, desperate for any energy that is out, that will actually lead you to unnecessary losses. So for this one, kindly do not invest in big items. If you want to actually invest in things that are substantial, such as property, unit trust, and all that. There is no need to actually go into big risk investments such as forex, cryptocurrency, and these shares and all that. Yeah, even gambling. Because the moment you do that, right, as long as you want shortcut, it will become short-circuit. So, likelihood, use a steady way to earn money, and you will find that you will be more abundant in such situation. And remember, in 2023, in whatever you do, sharing is caring. Do not be selfish as well. Do not think that what you do is for yourself. Much as you deliver something, be of service to others, be kind to others. And the kinder you are, the more nurtured you are with people around you that's already, the better you are in terms of your life. Right? Thank you and good luck. So we will move on to the air element folks. Okay. So for those of us who have actually chosen the earth element, this is your card for 2022 to 2023. Alright. 2022 to 2023. So basically what happened in 2022, right? This is actually represented by the Three of Swords. Okay. So by having Three of Swords in your card, you may have actually experienced something quite dramatic in 2022 itself. Alright. And yet the point is because you see when it is really upward, it looks painful, But when it's downward, it is actually pulling out, the swords are pulling out from the situation itself. That means no matter how tough you actually manage to pull it through, and that shows how fearless you are. And that's a very commendable action that you have taken. Okay. Yeah. So in the event you are in 2022 and you actually you have a very fixated mindset, then you until now you should be still likely to suffer in your own pain because you are building a lot of resistance. And whereas if you have actually gone beyond that and accept life as it is and be flexible, then you will find that you are in a better place right now. Okay. So in year 2023, per se, is that your flexibility is your greatest asset. So because you have by selecting the air card, right? I mean the air element, right? For this card itself, is also air because of the sword. This means, right? In year 2023, as long as you remain flexible, you remain open-minded. Okay, that there are multiple ways to solve an issue or come to a solution. You will find that you end up to be more likable, you end up to be more approachable, you end up to be having more genuine relationships with people. Okay, and the more fixated you are, the more rigid you are, the worse your luck cycle is. Okay. In 2023, there will be a small turmoil, but it's actually very temporary. As long as you remain flexible about it, then you'll be fine. Okay, all you need to do is when you need help, voice out, because when you don't voice out, people don't know that you are suffering. So don't go and be a hero and want to settle everything by yourself. Okay, you don't ask, people don't know what kind of assistance that they are able to give you. Okay, so in 2023 as well, it's actually after this mini turmoil that you will be experiencing is likely on the first quarter of 2023, and after that, they say that there's a whole saying, there's a sunshine after the rain, and then as long as you go through this with courage and there's nothing major, unless you stay rigid about it. Otherwise, if you are remaining flexible, 2023 will be quite an exponential year for you. As much as possible, invest in your mindset because your mindset is your greatest asset. So the more active your mind is, the more you move into a state of flow, the more income that you're likely to generate. Yeah, and then at the same time, you build a lot of beautiful relationships. So the thing is, you have got this, so don't let your rigidness become the killer of your luck. Okay, because you deserve to be better. You deserve to be the best. So yeah, remain flexible, remain coachable. Yeah, and your perspective, your shift of perspective will set you free from unnecessary resistance. So when you are free from unnecessary resistance, things will start to flow, and you will be able to experience what is truly meaningful for you. Okay, so let's take care. Okay, so we have the up element, which is the final element. The final element is represented by the Seven of Swords. So basically, the Seven of Swords, right? Up element. The those of us who have chosen up element. It's time to make a change, because you can see that the Seven of Swords is as if there's so many things that we are carrying with us. Okay, that means right in 2022, there are certain things that you may have actually drawn conclusion that life is as this, life is as that, and therefore you may have created a certain friction upon yourself, and you may find that 2022 may be a mediocre or slightly mediocre, where it can be better. So the thing is, in 2023, right, is the year for you to enact change, action, transformation. So if you feel that the place that you're living in is no longer resonating with you, just move house. If it is a job that you no longer feel the resonance with, go and apply and change the job. If it is you are in a country that you no longer feel resonance with, move to another country. Don't wait. Don't hesitate. Okay, because time waits for no one. Okay, because the thing is, when you selected the up element in the activity itself, this shows that you have a lot of hesitation. Hesitation, right, will actually affect your luck cycle. Okay, and at the same time, you need to be more firm in making a decision. Making a decision, stick to it with conviction. Conviction, that means you follow through until it actually comes through. Okay, and then at the same time, you need to be showing care to people, keep in touch genuinely, because by selecting this card, right, usually your way of communicating with people is very random. So when you do it on a random basis and you are distancing yourself, right, end up your luck cycle goes down the road. And at the end of the day, being authentic, being caring, being true and kind to others is your key to success. So when you are really genuinely caring for people, when people can feel it, then people will come and extend their help to you. So it will accelerate your journey. Right? So yeah, the change starts with you. It's you to enact the change. If you don't do anything about it, you remain stagnant, you remain stationary, then at the end of the day, do not whine why your luck is so mediocre. Why is it so stuck? Yeah. So from there, then you will be able to understand what you truly want and what you truly. Okay. I hope that you will make good use of 2023 to your best advantage. Okay, so this will actually conclude the reading for 4 of the elements. Thank you for watching, and I wish you a prosperous, awesome, amazing, and abundant New Year 2023. Thank you. Goodbye.